Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Tutorials 2K21. So today in this video I will explain how you are going to create your XML document and run in your desktop, and then I'll also show you how to create your XML schema to validate your XML document with a simple example. In this session we are going to discuss about an XML document. So how you are going to create an XML document with a simple example. And then we'll see how to write an XML schema for an XML document to validate it. And I also show you how to execute your XML file and how the output it will be. And then at the end of this session, I'll demonstrate you how to generate an XML schema for your XML document and validate your XML document. So I'll give you a step-by-step procedure. You just go through and try to understand this. So in your XML document, for creating a file, XML file, so we have to use an XML elements. So here XML elements is also similar like your HTML tags. So here in XML, we have to define your own tags. So in this example, I'm going to demonstrate about a library. So there I'm going to display one book information, so that I'm going to create an XML document here. And every XML document, it will consist in the root node. From that root node, you have to write all the child nodes you have to include in your document. So here I'll start, and this is my root node. And remember, in your XML document, every start element, it's consisting the ending element also. So otherwise, it throws an errors. So now this will be my root node. So I just close this root node, and later I'm having one child node for this root node, and now in later it is going to be acted as a parent for the next child nodes. So library is my parent node now, and it is closed here. And here I'm going to take a different elements. So which describes about name of the book, author, editor, and then price, and all these details I'm taking. So here you can see book name I'm taken, web technology, and author is Robert Roy, publisher is technical publication, edition is a 7th edition, and price for this book is 650 rupees. Now you can see in this XML document, every starting tag is having its corresponding ending tag. And you also remember like when you are going to write your XML document, you have to take a proper syntax, and all your tags, it must be arranged properly and nested properly. So nesting properly means here it is having a root tag. So it will be started at the beginning. So it will be ended. And after it will be started, and before this it is going to be ended. So now you can see every XML element is going to be ended, right? So this is a XML document I created. So now we see how you're going to create an XML schema for the same XML document. So before that, we'll see what do you mean by an XML schema. So XML schema is a language which is used for expressing the constraints about your XML document, and which is also called an XML schema definition. So simply we can call as a XSD. So we'll see how you're going to write XML schema, just what we defined the XML document. So if you remember that XML document, it will consist in the root node like library details. There it consisting again another node called library. And then in that library again we have some sequence of child nodes are there. So when we are going to write your XSD, that is your XML schema, here you have to start with XS colon schema. And there we have to specify the schema. This is a URL. So here you can see like XML NS colon XS, And here it is given a URL path http://www.w3.org. So this is a portal where your XML schema is defined, and this will be a 2001 will be the year it is defined. And then you can close your XML schema, and here you have to include all your XML elements. So you have to include all your XML elements by simply proceeding with XS colon element name, and this is my root node. And you can, here I'm written complex type because my library details will consisting number of child nodes. So the type of this element is complex type. And here I mention access colon sequence because your library details will follow some sequence. So that you have to mention access colon sequence. And then I have another element which is a child for my library details, that is my library. So which is further act as a parent node for book name, author, editor and all. So now you can take like here access element name is library. Again we see in that library will consisting different childs, so that you can take access complex type, and it will be arranged in some sequence order so that you can take access sequence. And then now you have to mention all your elements here along with the data type. So that is your XML schema actually. So this is the first element I'm having, and the element type is string because I'm given a set of characters as a book name. And similarly, you can take author, publisher, and edition also. And now coming to take a price, so it will be taken an integer value. So you can mention the element type is sort integer. So this is an XML schema. So now I'll show you how you are going to run this XML file, and we seen how we are going to generate your XML schema by using an online tool, and how to validate this XML document. I'll show you. So this is a file. This is my XML file. I just written in my notepad. So I save this file with library underscore details.xml. So this is my XML file. So now you can see here, this is my XML file, right? You can see this is my XML file. So I'm going to run. So for that, what we have to do, you just right click on that XML file and then choose your browser. So I just double click on this. Now you can see here, this is my output. So when I'm executing that XML document, and here you can see my data is going to be collapsed and it is going to be expanded. So when you execute your XML file, so it is just show you the schema. So it doesn't execute like your HTML file, right? So whatever the data you are given in your XML document, you can see the same here, but it will be in a structured manner. You can see this is one row, and this is the second row, and this is the third row, and this is your entire structure. So in that, I'm going to expand, and I can see the information which I kept in my XML document. Now you can see here in this example, I'm given 3 books information. So that is web technology, software engineering, and DWDM. So I provided the authors, publishers, edition, and prices here. So let's move on. So how we are going to generate an XML schema for any XML document. If you are not well person to write your XML schema, so that this is a way how you are going to generate your XML schema for an XML document. So for that, I just copy this XML document, and now here I'm going to Google, and here I search generate XSD from XML. So now you can see here different online tools are there, and here I'm using freeformatter.com for generating a XML schema for my XML file. So now you can see here. So here is a place you have to copy your XML document, and here I copied my entire document. And here you have an option like generate XSD. So you just click on this, and now it is going to generate the XSD file, that is your XML schema file. Now you can see here, just now I explained you like how it will be. Now you can see here. So I already mentioned you like why you are taking complex type and sequence. I just show you here. So here see it is a library details. So again it will consisting of different chain nodes, right? So because of that reason I'm taking the type is complex type, and then it will follow some sequence. Now you can see it will follow some sequence like library consisting book name, author, publisher, edition, and price. So because of that I mentioned sequence here. Okay, so now you can see this is your thing, and now you're going to validate whether your XML document is valid or not, it is a valid document or not. So simply here in this website we have an option like so XML validator we have to take. Okay, here it is not there. So again I just go through Google, and I'll search for free XML validator. And now you can see here a Liquid Technologies is there. You just click on this. So it simply asks you your XML file along with your, let's see here you have an option like XML validator for your XSD. So simply you can take. So now it will ask you your XML file as well as your XML schema file. I just copy from my previous tab. So here it is my XML file. So I just copy and I'm going to paste here. And this is my XML document. And now I'm going to show you like here I'm going to copy my XML schema. So which is generated. So and here I going paste that thing, and here you have to check with one like I'm not a robot, and then here you have a validate button, you just click on this. Now you can see it will show you your document is valid. So what is the mean of that? Whatever the XML document you are written, and this XML document is strictly followed the constraints what you specified in your XML schema. So I'll show you the false condition also. So I already mentioned you like in your XML document, like you have to strictly follow the rules. Like every starting tag, it must have an ending tag, and so all your nesting elements it must be nested properly. So that everything I already explained you. So here I just delete this. Close tag. Now you can see itself in that it will show you with red color. But I'm going to demonstrate this validation whether now also your document is valid or not. I just remove that line and again I'm click on this validate button. Now you can see It simply doesn't say like your document is validated as like previous. It will give you an error, right? So whatever the XML file you are taking, so in that, right, it is going to have some error. So like here, again, I just included my close tag for this, right? Again, I'm going to validate my document. Now you can see. So your XML document is well structured and it follows the constraint what you are given in your XML.